how's everyone doing? It's been a little while. So last we spoke, I was meant to be going into hospital to have my stem cell harvest done, all the way in Oxford. Far.com. A very interesting experience. I was in hospital for 6 days. This should normally take 3, but of course, Alethea must have her extra. As you know, nothing is straightforward when it comes to dealing with myeloma and sickle cell disease all at the same time. So, day number one, it took them 1 whole day to find a vein, to get bloods for a clotting sample. Yes, PICC line, which is out, by the way. Yay, I'm free for now. Could not be used. PICC line could not be used because heparin, which is used to flush the line, kept showing up in my sample. Highly unimpressed, can I tell you? So we were unable to use that, and it took them a day to find a vein, which, by the way, they had to go into the artery in the end, right here. People, that thing hurt, you know. It hurt. However, it was successful, and we were able to get a sample, but it meant it pushed all the procedures a day backwards. I say forwards, like we're going forwards, right? I don't know. Anyway, an extra day is what got added to the time that I should have been there. The famous femoral artery line put in my leg. Owie. What did I use to combat that this time? Well, I watched the videos on YouTube all around the world of Jerusalem. Yeah, I don't know the words. Anyway, that's what I used to distract myself whilst having this line put into my leg. Let me tell you, mind over matter. It works to some extent. Perfect distraction, I'll tell you. And we were over and done in a matter of 10-15 minutes, which is great. The team were awesome, as per usual. And we were on our way for a red cell exchange. Same as before, got connected to the £50,000 machine, and I was hooked up there for roughly 3.5 hours. Yeah, let me tell you, numbum. Thank God for interesting medical staff to talk to, and a wonderful series I was watching on the iPad called Hannah. Yes, I'm late to the party, but let me tell you, it was bang on time. Yep. So my 3.5 hours and red cell exchange done. Day 1 done. Woohoo! So day 2 is when we are going to get the stem cells out of my body. So what they have to do is give you an injection which is called Plerixafor, is the one I was given anyway, which they deemed the safest route for me re-sickle cell, because apparently there's another drug that you can have, but they weren't confident that this wouldn't cause me any problems. So Plerixafor is a tiny injection that they gave me in my stomach. Doesn't hurt, just a little pinch. To basically what it does, it forces your stem cells out of your bone marrow into your bloodstream. And then the same machine that I was connected to have a red cell exchange is programmed to now take the blood and separate the plasma from the stem cells so that they can harvest, collect them, keep them till later. Yeah. So I believe they're meant to be treated in some way when they'll put them right back into my body, giving me an immune system boost, basically making it better than it was before. I'm very excited about this prospect, because not only should it keep cancer, myeloma at bay, I'm hoping it's going to improve my living with sickle cell as well. So we'll see what happens there. I'm very excited. I tell you for free, I'm not excited about being sick. Like, worse than I have ever been in my entire life for a month or more. However, I'm very happy about coming out of that into a very brilliant space in time. Yes, I am. So, day 2, yeah? Plerixafor was given to me at roughly 6 a.m. and let me tell you, I had a not very nice reaction to it. I thought I was extremely hungry all of a sudden because I'd been up probably an hour and a half before that already. So I'm thinking, oh goodness, I need to eat something. So I had myself a banana. Then that didn't seem to be doing anything whatsoever. I then had, what did I have? An apple. Oh my word, let me tell you, the cramps that held me in the bed were insane. The groaning that my belly put down was like... When I check it really, what was going on, it gave me diarrhea. Yeah, that's not something you want to be experiencing on a day when you're going to have to be sat in bed for 4 hours connected to a machine, can't move. Jesus wept. So, what did I do? I asked them for some peppermint oil in some water or something. You know, let me tell you something, yeah. Hospitals are not prepared, you know, for natural disasters, is what I'm saying. All they have in there is antibiotics and painkillers. These regular things that does be happening to people on daily basis is like, they're not ready. They got to order everything from pharmacy. I mean, okay, I get it, but do you know how long that takes? Let me tell you something, yeah, people. You see, if you ever have to go in hospital and you can plan for it, stick up in there. Always plan for it. Pack yourself a hospital bag for an emergency. In that bag, put in there something to deal with cold and flu, something to deal with a bad tummy, and cleaning stuff, right? Because they're not ready for you when it comes to them thing there. So a little bit of peppermint oil you can just rub on your stomach and it will ease any gastric problems. Or you can tip a little bit of that oil in just some warm water or even cool water and it will just, oh my goodness, it calms you so much. I did not have any of this at my disposal immediately. So what they prescribed for me, I had to wait ages because of course the doctor has to sign it off and all of that, was Buscopan. It did help the cramps eventually, but let me tell you, I weren't feeling great for at least 2-3 hours. Anyway, everything went well though despite that, and we had our first stem cell harvest for the day. Now ultimately they want to collect 6 million cells. On day 1 I was able to collect 1.8 million cells. So we scheduled for day number 2 of harvest. Day number 2 of harvest, day number 3 in hospital. I had the injection again. Thankfully, I saw the husband the day before and he was able to bring me the saving grace peppermint oil. And something else I brought into hospital which was so helpful was a mini diffuser, and I put my essential oils in there. Eucalyptus to get rid of any little cold and flu that want to try to come attack me while I'm in the place, and my lavender to keep me nice and relaxed and having some good rest while I'm there. And it just made the place smell nice. Do you know what I mean? Everybody come in the room, they're like, oh, it smells lovely in here, doesn't it? I'm like, yeah, it's eucalyptus and lavender. I'm telling you, man, creature comforts, anything that you can do to make yourself feel good when you're going through trauma, do it. So day 2, we were able to collect 1.6 million cells. This means, okay, so the minimum they need is 3 million. No, the minimum they need is 2 million to do a good harvest, and I had surpassed that, which is great. However, they try and collect as much as they possibly can, just in case you ever need more than one transplant, because it gets more difficult to collect these cells once you've had a transplant. So they try and do it before you go in, right? So they decided to schedule one more day just to see how we'd get on to get, as much as we possibly could. So day 3 of harvest only collected 0.9, and they didn't really want to push it any further than that because they said, it's natural for the body to start releasing less the more days you go along. So they didn't feel it necessary to keep pushing my body to any extent because they had collected what they needed. So I'm very pleased, and I mean everybody is really pleased with the result. Besides the bone pain, which began pretty much immediately. I mean, not terrible, but I couldn't lie one leg on the other or cross my legs or cross my ankles. And to be fair, that had lasted up until now, so that's 3 weeks going. How am I feeling since then? Extremely tired, and my bone pain starts roughly the same time every day, which tells me that's pretty much probably when your body is regenerating its cells. So like after 6 in the evening, and it could go all through till morning. If this is all that happens with all of what's just gone on, thanks be to God. Yeah, listen, there's a lot more I could be complaining about. So I would say this was a very, very successful situation. And I'm looking forward to now having a little break. No more chemo for now until next year, when it's time to do my stem cell transplant. Between now and then, I'm still going to have to do some red cell exchanges to keep my hemoglobin levels up there so that I can remain well, especially during the winter months when the body really does struggle if you have sickle cell anemia. I'm starting to feel a little bit like myself again, which is nice because I really missed her. I missed creative Alethea, so I did. And thank you for supporting me with, even my craft and the creative things that I love to do. So this is me for now, and I will check in again with you guys over the time. God bless you all. Thank you for listening.